Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to another stitching vlog. And today I'm going to start working on Baker's Wife. So I have this one on the Q-snap, but I wanted the whole thing to fit, so I'm using a 17-inch Q-snap. And I finished the top half last time, so this time I'll be focusing on her dress. I think it's mostly just solid stitching with a couple of the green colors and some white and grays for the sleeves. And I'm planning on working on this all week and try to get as much progress as I can. And then on Monday, next Monday, I'm going to bring out Rose Quaker again to stitch. So so this is on a 32 count Swigart fabric in lilac, and I'm stitching 2/2. And I decided to use this needle minder for this project because, I don't know, the way they're both looking down is kind of similar. It would have been better if there was some pink in this needle minder, but yeah, so I'm going to stay home today, but maybe go for a walk in a little bit, but I'm going to start stitching after I get back. But before that, I just want to show you my Bliss in this lighting again. So I cut the fabric down, and I'm going to use the other 2/3 of the fabric for something else, probably for small ornaments, but yeah, I'm planning on framing this next year, and I think a nice ivory frame would look nice. I don't want like a true white frame, but like a neutral color frame. But yeah, that's the idea that I have for finishing, and I have a couple more pieces that I want to frame, and I think I'm going to try and framing myself. So I'm going to start researching for some places to get frames and mats and stuff. So I just got back from my walk, and I got a comment in my last video that I just uploaded last night, and it was about the changes that I made on this quote here. So the quote is stitched 1/1, and it called for 2 different colors, and the second color was a little darker. I guess it was to shadow the letters to give dimension, but it made it harder to read the quote. so I decided not to do the second color, and I think it's way better this way. And then I didn't backstitch the inside of these frames because I felt like it didn't need it. So yeah, that's all the changes that I made, I think. And yeah, feel free to ask me questions about my projects because sometimes I forget to mention something and your questions reminds me to talk about them. So yeah, I'm going to start stitching, so I'll talk to you later. So it's the next day, and I'm here to give you an update on Baker's Wife. And I'm basically just stitching monochromatically. I'm just working on this one color here, and I have the floss here for easy access on my thread keeper. And I'm just going to try and finish this color. I think there's a big chunk going this way. Oh, so it actually goes this way, and there's also a big chunk here as well. So I'm going to try and get to those, but if I have to count a lot, I'm just going to work on the other colors and go back to that later. But yeah, so far I'm having a lot of fun with this, and because it's on a 32 count, it's really easy to make a lot of progress compared to stitching on 40 counts. And then I want to talk about, so I'm going to record a video soon showing you all of my finished ornaments. And I found my small ornament finishes, and I have a few that I was planning on fully finishing. So I thought I would talk about my plans for those because I'm really into finishing stuff right now, and I haven't finished or fully finished an object recently. So I have a few that I could fully finish. Let's see. I think I want to talk about this first. So this is Love Never Fails by the Primitive Hair, and it's a freebie chart, so you can find it at their website. And I decided to do this every year, but I haven't done one for 2020 yet. So for the fabric and floss, I'm choosing from a project that I worked on or finished that year. And in 2020, I finished Linen and Threads Mystery Self. And it was a year-long project for me, so I thought it would be nice to have an ornament based on this project. So this is on a 32 count, just white linen, and I used a red Valdani and stitched 1/2 with it. So I still have this leftover Valdani, so I'm going to use this to stitch the Love Never Fail design and see if I have a white 32 count to stitch it on. So that's the plan for 2020, and I want to fully finish them when I get at least 3 or 4 so I can do them all at the same time. So when I get 2021 finished, maybe I'll start the FFO on those. I haven't decided what to do for 2021 yet, but I'm thinking about using the leftover fabric and specialty flosses from Bliss because it really is one of my favorites so far. And then I have these fabrics from Margarita. She sent me some really pretty fabrics, and I was using them to do my English paper piecing. Oh. And I'm still working on them, not as often, but I get like 4 or 5 hexagons done every couple of days. But I thought this would actually look really good for this ornament. And I'm going to make a pillow or a pillow ornament because I want to try incorporating some of these trims and ribbons that I have. These are really cute, and I feel like it's the perfect shade of pink for this, but I think I want to use this ribbon and make a cute little bow. And with this fabric, so this is from the Autumn Sampler by Cooler Design Studio, and I just took a section of it and just stitched the Halloween portion of it, and I want to turn this into a hanging ornament with this fabric for the back, but I want to actually dirty this up a little bit so it's not so white. So I think I might try coffee dyeing this and make it a little browner. So I'm going to try that, but if I don't really like the result, I have this that I can use instead. But I think what I really want is something to match this crescent moons. So something navy with some stars on it. But I'm going to try this fabric out first and then decide whether or not to go shopping for finishing fabrics. And this is a small design by the Sweetheart Tree, I believe. And I want to turn this into a pillow as well. and I have two options here for the finishing fabrics, and I think they're both pretty good, but I think I'm leaning towards the pink fabric, so I think I'll use this. But I haven't decided if I want to make this into a pillow ornament with a hanger or just as a pillow. And then I have these two, so with this I was going to stitch the same design and have the front and back the same, and I haven't started the second side of it yet. So this is actually still a whip, and this is a freebie design by the Primitive Hair, and I don't have a fabric that I like for this, so I think I'll work on these some other time. So yeah, I have 3 finishing projects that I could work on, but I think I'll do that in a separate finish with me video, so I'll talk more about my process and things like that in the finishing video. So I made a little bit more progress with this green, and I think I'm gonna have to switch colors now, because if I want to continue with this color I need to count more than 10 stitches, I think, and that's when I kind of mess up and make a mistake. So I don't like to skip over more than 5 stitches. So I decided to start my next color, so I'm going to change my thread keeper to this color and work on that. And there's also a lot of solid stitching with this too, so I'm going to keep my thread keeper on my Q-snap to stitch this area. But yeah, so far this is really fun to stitch. So I made some progress with the new color that I was working with, and this is 3812 DMC, and this is all I have left. And I already got a good chunk done with it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to order some DMCs pretty soon because I want to finish all of the cross stitches on this. So right now I'm just having a lot of fun working on a green dress, and I think I want to finish the outlining the piece, so I'm going to stitch towards that. But also if I get bored or want to work on something else other than just green, I can start the purple and the oranges here. But yeah, so this is going really well. I know I won't be finishing this by end of this week or even by end of this month, which is fine. So I'm going to work on this until Sunday night and then take out my Rose Quaker on Monday, which you'll see in my next video. But I went to the post office and mailed out a couple of orders yesterday, and the international mail for now is open to the US, Canada, and the UK. And I have the shipping cost a little higher than before because the rate went up since COVID happened. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who visited and purchased from my shop. It's really exciting and it really helps me a lot. So I just want to say thank you and that I really appreciate the support. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. So last night I started stitching with the purple color and cotton, I just converted it to color and cotton and I think it works. So I'm going to try and connect the edge down here. And then I did use up all of the 3812 that I had on my thread keeper, and I still have a lot more to stitch with that. So I think I'm gonna gather all of the things that I need and place an order pretty soon, along with some brown perforated paper for my Brooks Books Angel projects. They were out of stock for a while, but I think they restocked recently. So I'm gonna do that, and also I'm going to see if I need any beads for this project, and then get those too if I need them. I'm going to try converting them though because I have a lot of beads that are left over from other projects and I want to use them all before getting more new things. And then for the Karen water lilies, I just converted one of the colors to color and cotton. So it's this purple that I used and I think it works. So I'm going to just keep on using this, and then there's another color that I need for this outer frame here, and it goes from like a dark navy to a dark pinkish plum color, and I think I can just convert that to color and cotton as well because the frame could be any color honestly. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on that and also some of the purple to connect the circle tonight. Hi everyone, so I made more progress on the dress. Really happy with this and I feel like it's stitching up pretty fast. So yeah, but I finished all of the purple here and I think it looks really pretty with the variegation. And then I was working upwards, outlining the dress, and oh, I did find a replacement for the water lilies for this frame, and I'm gonna have to use two different color and cottons, and I think it's going to look really pretty and really similar to the picture. So these are the two colors that I chose, and I also did check online to see what the actual Karen water lilies look like, just to get a better idea. And it looks so much darker than this, but I think I like my conversions. So I'm going to stitch with this and see what this looks like. But this is called the Witching Hour. It was from my old Halloween box. And then this is called Cherry Cordial. So yeah, I'm really excited to stitch with these. But tomorrow will be my last day with Baker's Wife, and then on Monday I'm going to start Rose Quaker. So this is what it looks like right now, and I want to get at least two, but three would be better. So 3 motifs and then get back to Baker's Wife. And I think that'll take about 2 days maybe to finish. So I'm going to get that out of the way first and then come back to this right after. So it is Monday morning and this will be the last update for this video. I started stitching the outer frame with the two coloring cottons and I think the variegation look really pretty and really smooth. I'm really happy with it. It looks just like in the picture in my opinion. So I'm just alternating with these two. So I do one length of it with one of them and then continue with the other and go back and forth, if that makes sense. And I really like the effect. So next time when I get back to this, I think I'll continue up and finish up the frame before doing anything else. But for now, I'm going to take this off from the Q-snap and start working on my Rose Quaker project. And I think I said I wanted to do 3 this way, but I think I want to do the edge first. So I'll do these, and 2 of them are like partial motifs, so I think it'll be much faster and then I can get back to Baker's Wife sooner. So I decided to do those 3, and then if I feel like it, I'll even get some of the alphabet stitched. I was planning on skipping the letters, but last month I just decided that I wanted to do those, and I'm still liking the idea. So yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed watching Baker's Wife. It was really fun to stitch this, so I really can't wait to get back to this. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.